If you want to be considered as being among the ones that Allah Ta'ala loves the most, you should lead your life the way Allah Ta'ala commands. We're trying to do this by reading the life of our Prophet. Before I continue, I again want to read from the book, Ethics of Islam. In another Hadith Sharif, it states, a person who learns for obtaining worldly possessions will gather those worldly possessions, but his gain in the Akhirat will be the fire of hell. This type of knowledge will not benefit anyone. It is necessary to avoid this type of knowledge. For this reason, the following Hadith states, O my Rabb, please protect me from the useless knowledge. Let us continue. Our Prophet climbed the minbar in the masjid and said, O my companions, as Usâma's father Zaid was deserving of the commandership, and as he was the most beloved in my sight, likewise his son Usâma is deserving the commandership after him too. Usâma is one of the most beloved people in my sight. Under the command of Hadrat Usâma, there were such notable companions as Hadrat Abu Bakr, Hadrat Umar, Hadrat Abu Ubaidah bin Jarrah, and Hadrat Sa'ad bin Abi Waqqas among the people who were going to war. However, since the Sultan of the universe suddenly became ill the next day, the advance of the army had been postponed until after the demise of our Prophet. Our beloved Prophet had contracted malaria. His fever was steadily increasing. The illness intensified. One night, when his pains had lessened, he got out of his bed. He put on his clothes and prepared for going out. When our mother Hadrat Aisha saw this, she asked, O our Prophet, may my parents be sacrificed for your sake? O Rasulullah, where are you going? Our Master Alaihissalam replied, I have received a command to beg for forgiveness on those who were buried in the Baqi cemetery. Therefore, I am going there. He then proceeded there along with Abu Muwahhib and Abu Rafi. He supplicated in the cemetery for a long time and invoked Allah Ta'ala for the forgiveness of those who were buried there. When the companions who were with Rasulullah heard the insistent invocations of our Master, the Prophet, they said, if only we were also buried here and honored by attaining the invocations of our Master, the Prophet. Then our beloved Prophet turned towards Abu Muwahhib and said, O Abu Muwahhib, I was offered to make a choice of my free will between the worldly treasures and the blessings in the hereafter. And I was told, if you want, you can remain in the world and then go to paradise later. Or, if you desire, the liqa'ullah, meeting with Allah Ta'ala, will take place and you will then enter paradise. I chose liqa'ullah and going to paradise. On another day, he went to invoke for forgiveness on the martyrs buried in Uhud. For a lengthy time, he invoked and prayed to Allah Ta'ala for those martyrs. He then came to the masjid and said to his companions, among you, I will be the first to reach the Kautar pond and meet you there. That will be our meeting place. I am not worried about your conversion to polytheism after me. However, I am worried about your sinking into worldly desires, envying each other for them, consequently killing each other and perishing the same as your antecedents. Then he went to his home of bliss. His illness became worse. His blessed wives informed him that he should stay in the house of our mother Hadrat Aisha and declared that they had renounced their rights regarding this subject. Our Prophet became pleased due to that self-devotion of his blessed wives and prayed for them, and thereafter started to spend his remaining days in our mother Hadrat Aisha's home. Our Master Rasul Ikram Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam's fever had severely increased. Due to the intense pain of his fever, our Prophet would turn from side to side in his bed. While he was in such a condition, his companions were visiting him and feeling deep sorrow for him when they saw his suffering. Abu Sa'id bin Khudri related as follows: I had gone to the blessed presence of Rasulullah. There was a velvet cover on him. The heat of the fever could be felt through the cover, but we could not touch it due to its heat. Seeing our astonishment and sorrow against that scene, our Master Rasulullah said, the worst of troubles happen to prophets, yet they rejoice more for these troubles than they rejoice for benevolences. Bishr bin Bara related, I had visited Rasulullah. His blessed body was so hot, it was as if it was burning. Then I said, may my life be sacrificed for your sake, O Rasulullah. I had never seen such an intense heat. Then he said, O Bishr, the intenseness of the fever is for my sawabs, my rewards, to be more. I suffer the pain of the poisonous meat I had tasted at Khaybar. I would feel the pain of that poison all the time. Due to that poison I had eaten, my aorta almost fails to function now. Our beloved Prophet said to Hadrat Abdullah bin Mas'ud, there is no Muslim that becomes ill whose mistakes and sins would not be forgiven by Allah Ta'ala like a tree sheds its leaves. The illness was becoming worse over time. Wa alaikum salam.
Thank you.